Hello, my name is Jobe. I'm Poet Laureate for the city of Davis, California, and I've been doing a weekly series of recorded poetry videos, reading this time from Kenneth Rexroth's collection, The Morning Star, which has 3 sections. Each was originally a chapbook on its own. The section I'll be reading from is called On Flower Wreath Hill. And Kenneth Rexroth was born in 1905. He died in 1982. Sometimes called the grandfather of the beat poets, a title he was not fond of. First of all, he was only in his 50s. When the beat generation broke, he wasn't like a grandfather. And he was actually part of the San Francisco poetry renaissance that preceded the beats by a good 10, 12, 15 years, with Rexroth, Kenneth Patchen, Jack Spicer, Robin Blazer. Some wonderful poets were around the San Francisco Bay Area well before the beats adopted the area. And let's get started. Okay. I'm just picking some random poems from here. These are untitled and numbered. I don't like to bother you with the numbers. I don't like numbered stuff. Who was this princess? Under this mound, overgrown with trees, now almost bare of leaves. Only the pine and cypress are still green. Scattered through the dusk are orange, wild, khaki on bare branches. Darkness, an owl answers the temple bell. The sun has passed the crossroads of heaven. There are more leaves on the ground than grew on the trees. I can no longer see the path. I find my way without stumbling. My heavy heart has gone this way before. Until life goes out, memory will not vanish, but grow stronger night by night. Aching nostalgia. In the darkness, every moment grows longer and longer, and I feel as timeless as the 2,000-year-old cypress. A 2,000-year-old cypress, wow. The full moon rises over Blue Mount Hiei, I hope I pronounced that right, as the orange twilight gives way to dusk. Como River is full with the first rains of autumn. The water crowded with colored leaves, red, maple, yellow ginkgo, on the dark water like Chinese old brocade. The autumn haze deepens until only the lights of the city remain. No leaf stirs. I'm all alone in the midst of 100 empty mountains. Locusts, crickets have fallen still, one after another. Even the wind bells hang motionless. In the blue dusk, widely spaced snowflakes fall in perfect verticals. Yet, under my cabin porch, the thin, clear autumn water rustles softly like fine silk. This world of ours, before we can know its fleeting sorrows, we enter it through tears. Do the reverberations of the evening bell of the mountain temple ever totally die away? Memory echoes and re-echoes, always reinforcing itself. No wave motion ever dies. The white waves of the wake of the boat that rose away into the dawn spread and lap onto the sands of the shores of all the world. Clustered in the forest around the royal tumulus are tumbled and shattered gravestones of people no one left in the world remembers. For the new year, the newer ones have all been cleaned and straightened, and each has flowers or at least a spray of bamboo and pine. It's a great pleasure to walk through fallen leaves, but remember, you are alive, as they were 2 months ago. How fitting is that during the height of a pandemic? Night shuts down the misty mountains with fine rain. The 7th day of my 70th year, 7710. Who crosses in midwinter from Altair to Vega, from the eagle to the swan, under the earth, under the sun? Orion, my guardian king. So many of these ancient tombs are the graves of heroes who died young. The combinations of the world are unstable by nature. Take it easy. Nirvana. Change rules the world forever, and a man but a little while. Change is the one constant in life. And now I'm going to move on to another section of the book called The Love Poems of Marachiko. When this was first published, Rexroth had a little fun with this. He said they were a translation of Marachiko, an old poet from centuries before, but they weren't. It was Rexroth writing in a female voice, and everybody kind of knows it now. Today that might be considered a misappropriation, I don't know, but the poems are pretty marvelous either way. I sit at my desk. What can I write to you? Sick with love, I long to see you in the flesh. I can write only, I love you, I love you, I love you. Love cuts through my heart and tears my vitals. Spasms of longing suffocate me and will not stop. If I thought I could get away and come to you, 10,000 miles would be like 1 mile. But we are both in the same city, and I dare not see you. And a mile is longer than 1,000,000 miles. Oh, the anguish of these secret meetings in the depth of night. I wait with the soji open. You come late, and I see your shadow move through the foliage at the bottom of the garden. We embrace, hidden from my family. I weep into my hands. My sleeves are already damp. We make love, and suddenly the fire watch looms up with clappers and lantern. How cruel they are to appear at such a moment. Upset by their apparition, I babble nonsense and can't stop talking words with no connection. You ask me what I thought about before we were lovers. The answer is easy. Before I met you, I didn't have anything to think about. Autumn covers all the world with Chinese old brocade. The crickets cry, we mend old clothes. They are more thrifty than I am. Just us in our little house, far from everybody, far from the world. Only the sound of water over stone. And then I say to you, listen, hear the wind in the trees. Making love with you is like drinking seawater. The more I drink, the thirstier I become. Until nothing can slake my thirst but to drink the entire sea. A single ray in the dawn, the bliss of our love is incomprehensible. No sun shines there, no moon, no stars, no lightning flash, not even lamplight. All things are incandescent with love, which lights up all the world. Some poems from Kenneth Rexroth. I encourage you to read Kenneth, and I thank you for enjoying. Please stay safe.